I've just bought these ASICs GT2000s a couple of weeks ago. I went into Athlete's Foot and they've got some sort of machine there which, I don't know, measures the right width and length of your feet, and also they give you some really good service. You don't often get good service from shops in Australia, but I had a budget of about $200 and I needed something that was going to last and feel good, you know, for doing my 5k runs and the occasional 10k run. Shoes typically last anywhere from about 500 to 1000k. From what I've been told, I haven't really been tracking them. I've also got some hiking shoes that I've had for a few years. They're seeing more action in Thailand than in Australia because there's not many hiking places near my house to go. So it requires like a full day out in order to get to the hiking places, whereas Doi Satep is not far from where I normally stay in Chiang Mai. So I'm going to go out for a run and I'm going to take these shoes. I've run on them once or twice before and I've really enjoyed them. They've got a really soft heel, which is, you know, good for striking the ground and you know, making sure that you don't get any ankle and foot problems. I think ASICs are the best. I've been wearing ASICs. This is probably my third or fourth set of ASICs in a row. They go good. So it's about 4:30. I'm heading out for a 5k. I'm heading out on a 5k, and I hope to do maybe a sub 7:30 time today. Normally it's late, but because I have the day off, it'll be a bit better. So out I go. Just finished my 5k. I was aiming for sub 7:30 time and I've ended up going sub 7, 6:52 over 5.5k, so I'm pretty happy with. So why am I showing you this? Well, Thailand is very special to me. I've been going there for 17 years. I really know that that's where I need to be. And I know that it's my future, and in order to be able to do the things that I want to do there, take the gospel there or do some other missions work there, I really need to know how to speak the language. And for all of this time, I have been able to speak, you know, a little bit of enough to get around, but then, you know, you'd go home and you'd forget about it and you have to relearn it. But given my recent trip there, it became very apparent to me that I'm going to be spending a lot of time there in the future, and I should really learn not only how to speak the language, but how to write the language as well. So I'm doing a lot of work at the moment to learn the alphabet, both written and spoken, and this is not the entire alphabet, but this is about 2/3 of it. I'm not very far away from finishing that. Once I've done that, that's really going to open the language up to me, and I've got some teachers ready that are going to teach me some more spoken lessons, and there's some really good websites out there as well that I might show you about at a future period. One of the things I wanted to show you is an app that I use to track my runs. This is called Runkeeper. I've been using this for maybe 2 years, I think maybe even 3 years. The beauty with this app is that it runs on both Apple and Android, and it's pretty much free for the basic capabilities of the app. You can track your runs. It'll give you a map as to where you went, and a whole lot of other things. And if you pay the money, I think it's something like $50 a year for a premium membership, then you get a whole lot more with it. You get to have a look at a lot of data. If you're a data sort of person, it's really going to suit you. You can see distances, durations, averages over quarters, months, years. You can break it down by activity types. They've got training plans. They've got other activities. It's also got some social media capabilities in here as well, so that if you want to catch up with a group of friends that are running or doing some other exercise, you can encourage each other. And I've got a lot of friends on using this app that we catch up and we encourage each other. You take photos, post photos of that, and it's really good to look back on. One of the things that I enjoy doing, it's really good to look back on when you are running in different places. You can go, okay, so I did some running in Thailand, or I did some running in America, or I did some running in, all different places. And it keeps a record of your exercise throughout the different years. I'd highly recommend it. Now, I'm sure there's other apps out there that do very similar things. It's just that I've been using Runkeeper for so long, what are we going back, January 2012, that I'm used to it, and I've got a lot of data in it. It would be very hard for me to leave Runkeeper. One of the other things I like that it does is it'll have different challenges that are open to people to join every now and again. Like there was one a few weeks ago that was called the Global 5K, and that's for all people like me who run 5K distances regularly to get out there and do it all together. And you can buy different gear and different gadgets and all these sorts of things. It does cycling as well, so if you're wanting to do that, then it's going to work just as good for you as anything else, I think. It'll work for hiking. I use it for hiking. I use it for swimming. You can get different devices so that you can track your swimming, and it'll hook up to Runkeeper. I think Runkeeper is one of the most widest used exercise training apps in the world. And there are others out there, but for me, this is really the best. So if you don't have an app that you're using for your running or your exercise, I'd encourage you to give this a shot. Runkeeper.com. It's really going to be a lot of fun, I think. It gives you a good sense of satisfaction when you can look back and see some of the work that you've done. And also, you can kick your own butt. Like you see, there's a period here where I didn't do much at all. And so you can kick your butt. And since then, it's been fairly consistent. There's been like one big month in March where I put in a huge effort. But pretty consistent otherwise. And it's really good to keep a record of things. So thanks for watching, and I might see you again tomorrow or in the next few days at some point.